And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint
Chad, baby. I hope you guys are all having a blessed morning. It is that time again. The opening bell is back in town. It was such a good one yesterday. We had myself, Miles, Mr. Bonang, everyone here having such a good stream. I think it was just TP after TP. It was in high demand. We made another return. So it is good to be back here in London session with my two brothers. Starting with Miles. How are you doing today, brother?
Oh, good, my brother. How are you?
Hey, good. Hey, Bonang, how you doing over there, my man? Hey, Bonang, can you hear us, brother? Ooh. Okay, wait, let's see something there, Chad. We're going to get Bonang on now. He was on. He should be able to hear us. Chad just let us know how the audio is sounding there today. It should be better than yesterday. So just give us some feedback there, how everything is sounding. But I just want to make sure Bonang is all right there. Bonang, can you hear us, brother?
Yes. Now I can hear you.
There we go. All right. How are you doing today, my brother?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Hey, we can't complain. All right. Okay, guys, we're going to get this ball started. And as always, I think it just feels right. Bonang, I'm going to ask you to open us up with a prayer again, brother.
Okay, not a problem at all. Let us pray. Father, we thank you for this wonderful day. This is the day that you have made, my Lord, that we be glad and rejoice in it. Father, we pray that you bless the work of our hands. Father, we pray that you give us more wisdom. Lighten up our minds. Today, Father, we are praying that there be light in our mind, light in our brains. In the mighty name of Jesus, Lord, we thank you for this wonderful day. We pray for the chat and the community. As we grow together, Father, lighten up our minds. All of us, may our minds be able to catch the light, and may we be able to see in the midst of darkness, in the midst of storms. In the name of Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen.
Amen. All right, Chad, drop an amen there if you're in agreement, because we know where there is more than two, he is present and here with us. But that was awesome. Chad, we're going to get into it straight away. Starting off, I'm going to do a quick run through on the fundamentals just so that we are aware of that. There is a lot happening there today. And now I'm going to give over to the two gents who really are the London boys here. So start off quickly with the fundamentals. PMI, that is the name of the game today. 9:15, you got Euro. 9:30, you got German. 10 o'clock, you obviously got the other Euro from Flash because the first one was French. Then 10:30, you got the Pound PMI. And then going into this afternoon, we have the US. So a lot coming out today. Going to be a very, very busy one. We can expect some volatility, some big moves, and that is what we like. But then without further ado, we'll come back to me last. But Miles, I'm going to give over to you, brother.
Shot, brother Keegan. Chad, let's have a look at gold, with this weekly being an absolute menace, giving us about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ranges of quarter pips. This is something that almost never happens, right? So this just shows us how much bearish momentum there is in the market right now, rejecting that level 3,500 and then starting to close beneath that level 3375, 3400, now trading beneath that current daily low of 3325. So here's the idea over here. If we stem it back to market structure, right? If we look at market structure, we should always be seeing something like this. When there's a pump like this, there should always be the pullback to that larger daily areas, which will stem off of these sort of zones, right? So this is what we are currently seeing price start to retrace down to an area that it has broken previously. So if we look where price is right now, in my understanding of market structure, it takes 2 candlesticks or more to create a pullback. This is a pause, this is a pause. So my question is, if price is going to drive down to that macro level of new support, is it going to be this area, or this area? It's more than likely going to be that level of 3150. So that is that long-term anticipation to see if we can continue driving down, all the way down to 31.50. Now that doesn't mean it's going to happen in one single daily candle or even one weekly candle. It can obviously, but that's not the idea. The idea is that over time it should then ponder all the way back down to that level 31.50. So let's see how price then reacts off of these levels as she starts driving down. Looking at 4 hour, we then also once again only see that the retracement zone for me personally is going to be the level 32.50, right? So my idea, which we traded yesterday, is to see price start to reject these highs, start to trade beneath the level 29, let's call it 3300. Once we can start trading beneath that, we anticipate price to come back down to that level 30. Oh, my numbers are dimmer card today. 32.50. Okay. So that being said, and seeing how that 4 hour has now closed on the previous 4 during Asia session, my idea is one of the two. Are we going to be holding this level of dynamic support and driving away from it because we can, because that overall structure is bullish, or are we going to start continuing to fizzle down into the level 32.50? How do we know that? We then need to see if price can start holding the level 3300, rejecting off of this area, then we'll know it can obviously hold it. But if it doesn't and it closes beneath, I'll then look for my shorts down. Now, because my 4 hour and my 30-minute is bearish, my primary target this morning is going to be looking for those shorts. But obviously, I have to take it at a place where I can obviously make sense of it. So for me, if price comes down to this level of 3309, right, and starts rejecting that area, I will look for my longs back above to see if it's going to be trading the range on the left hand side. If it doesn't, and the current area now 33.25 holds, I'm going to be looking for shorts from this area down to that current 4 hour supply, 33.10. Once we can get beneath that, we then look for the next QP level 3300, and obviously so forth and so forth as we get beneath. So right now, what I'm looking for right now is this 15-minute to close bearish is going to give me a resistance. Once that candle starts breaking the previous low, I'm going to be looking for shorts down to the level 33.10. Okay. With that also being said, as that resistance is formed, it gives me an opportunity to understand that if a trade's been above that, I can look for long. So this is an area that I'll be slotting in the next 2 minutes to see if we can get that area. If we can get the area, I'll simply drop down to my 5-minute, because that 5-minute will provide me with a support level. And if we can trade beneath that, I'll then look for price to then drive down off of that resistance, and that will be my early sells for the morning in the next minute. Yeah, so the next minute. So let's actually have a look at this right now, guys. If we close somewhat like this in the next minute, right? Here's my level of dynamic support right over there. If we can close beneath it, I'll simply look for the 5-minute to retest and then the simple roll over. So guys, let's quickly have a look before I go on with my analysis. This might be an early trade for me. For me personally, boys, this is purely just market education and entertainment. This is not by any means a signal service or any financial advice. This is just me trading what I see in the market. So guys, we got about 40 seconds here. Let's see if I can get these shorts. The shorts is going to stem off the idea, like I said, the trading beneath this area here, your retest on the next candle, and then price to simply continue further down for something like this. All right, this is the idea. Stops is going to have to be large this morning because this is market increments. This is how price is. So let's see.
That just looks so weird now, bro.
It looks disgusting.
That looks. Like,
looks,
I'm not gonna like try to throw shade there,
100%.
bro. But
No,
yo,
100%.
with the
it looks weird. Like,
it looks so weird.
it looks absolutely weird. So Chad, I need to see a top wick. If I can get that top wick, this is not enough for me, unfortunately. But there we go. There's that top wick. The simple flip right now is gonna make me execute on the position. Obviously, I will just adjust this slightly. So, like that. I want to see this pullback. This is absolutely perfect. Once this candle flips, I will go short. TP1 for me, like it was yesterday, is going to be 15. And then that oval target will be 40 pips. Let's remove that. So yeah, the stop will be dependent on the wick it has after it gets activated. Okay, so if this is where it rejects, it will be a 39 pip stop loss. I'll give it that 45. Sorry there, Bonang. Guys, we can actually go on with Bonang's analysis. This is what I'm looking at. This is the idea. And then on GJ, it's going to be very, very simple. I can tell you it in 2 seconds. It's the range we are trading on the 4-hour, macro high, macro low. You then have your mid-range, which is the resistance right over there. As you can see, beautiful. For price to trade beneath that, I want to sell GJ super badly this morning. Obviously, if it rejects this area, close above, I will long it because at 30 is bullish still. But the idea is this morning that if we can close beneath there, I want to short it. If it closes above, I want to long it. Very, very straightforward. But now let me hand over the sword to you, my friend. But Chad, this is what I'm waiting on, is gold shorts right now. It will become invalid if it closes above that level. But for now, I'm still with the shorts. Okay.
All right, Benang, you up, my brother.
Thank you. Chat. Hope everyone is doing well this morning. Yes, let's type 2Gs on the chart so that everyone is verified. If they are awake or sleeping, type 2Gs there. Let's wake you up. Type 2Gs. I'm not gonna say anything up until I see 2Gs on the stream. Perfect. Salute. Thank you so much. All right, let's quickly jump into it. There we go, guys. This, what you are seeing on your screen here, is the US 30 trading idea. Right, roughly yesterday was not a good day for us. Definitely this year was our entry zone, and we saw the market dipping in and then immediately rejecting. And then we waited as well for price to tap the previous close, and then the price did exactly that. After previous close, we entered, and then I took some few profits. That means our selling idea was invalidated yesterday. Therefore, today, this morning, we are bullish all the way. Let me put it this way. Those that are within our group there, they know that this is where we would have entered from yesterday, 5 minutes before the market closure. This is something that we always emphasize, and then there is our target. So the market opened very, very nicely and shot from it started to shoot from just exactly at our entry, and then we see the opening with a huge gap, and we are seeing the market moving and pushing towards our entry dynamic. So far this morning, let's say an individual who had missed this kind of a trade idea 5 minutes before the market closing yesterday, what do you do in such a scenario? Because here, I know most people, they would say we trade gaps, blah, 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 gap has to close. It's very true, a gap has to close. If a gap is not closed, then that means this market is not done, or the business here is not finished. Just like yesterday, somewhere here, there was a tiny small gap that had to be dealt with. This one here, I marked it, and that's where we see the market moving all the way up. So however, this morning, this is how I am. I'm looking for longs right at that current price. Why? Because it's a risky trade for me, but there's nothing that I can do. I just went long in that particular candle, and I'm looking for my take profit there. And this idea here, my stop loss will have to be just below this. One would say it's a low of this morning, but not of the day. So basically, this is where I would stop loss. Why? Because I'm just trying to avoid price having to slaughter me like chicken. We always know that. So I'm entering that risky trade. It's always tough. We have to call it even if everything is on the line. So basically, that's how I am this morning. I am bullish, executed buys there, and I'm expecting this price to push it at least to my take profit, and then it can decide to do whatever it does. And however, overall today we are very, very much bullish. One thing that I would do, if this setup doesn't work out, or if this setup doesn't pay out, what am I going to be looking for during New York session? This is how I will be. I'll be buying directly from this zone again. targeting all-time high. I'm expecting this market to push all the way up. Why am I saying this? There is a pending order of mine that has been pending for so too long, all the way from the 10th of this month. So I'm expecting this price to then come, push this price and push all the way up, and then we'll be targeting the all-time high take profit, which is this one here. So 43,571, that's where this market is likely going to go. Bulls are back, and please, if you are to sell, make sure you sell with caution, because at this point of time, I can tell you that this market is likely going to push and push and push and break out that high, and then immediately we break out here, guys. I see a very clean range here. There's nothing that is going to be stopping us at all this side. We'll be pushing all the way. And don't forget, again, like I said, wherever there is a market gap, there is always a debt to be paid. Here is another gap that was never dealt with. So the market pushed down and down and down and down. This time around, the market is likely going to push and break this gap again, fill it, and push all the way up as just forecasted. So bulls are just likely going to continue winning. So dipping in or buying from this zone is very, very much good. Whatever price does here, let's just pick myself. I'll be quickly looking for buys. I'll be looking for buys. Wherever the market is here, I'll be looking for buys, anticipating that we may break this long on an old high, which is of the 10th. Once we enter that zone, we break this zone above here, fire for fire, non-stop, will be pushing up. So looking for buys is ideal, and today I'm very, very much bullish, basically based on the mathematics and running trades from yesterday. They are currently active, and I just added another trade as well here. It's gonna push all the way up. That's my TP for the day, but that does not mean this move is gonna end there. This is a projected move, which may be long and take time. Basically, that's it. And remember, like I said yesterday, monthly candle opened bearish. Now it's almost month end, it has to close. So tapping in buyers, and then we push that way. So that idea, you have to always have it. Whatever you are doing, whatever you are, if you are selling, sell very micro. Don't over risk. That's basically me. And then let's quickly jump into NASDAQ. NASDAQ did the same as well. Market closure 5 minutes before we did our execution, and we see the market opening with a gap just from our entry there, and the market is pushing towards our take profit calculated level, as you can see. So the market is pushing towards our calculated level, which is the TP for the day. So at this point of time, if I'm to say looking for new entries at this point of time, I would rather say let me wait and see what this price does within this range. Whatever the market does at this range, then I'll be still looking for buys. What will I do? I would rather wait for market, either it drops to this zone and then pushes up. That is okay. If this market continues to go up, I will leave NASDAQ alone up until the following day. Simple because at where the market is currently at, if I buy there, it will be putting me at a high risk, because take profit is almost next, or it's almost happening. So if I'm to enter there, I feel like the reward is just too small for me, but it's still ideal that we push towards that buy. For me, I'll leave it. I would rather go for US30 because it has got a bit kind of good points towards my take profit. So that's the one that I'll be running this morning. You can see there, stop loss tight, then take profit wide. Better. I would rather risk less and go for better reward. Whatever the market does here on NASDAQ, I will just wait and see how the New York opening session happens. But I'll be still bullish. I'll be looking for buys. If we fill this gap before the New York opening session, if we tap in that zone, and then that will be my buying zone. Let me type it here for you on myself also to know as time goes on. This is my buying zone. So at this point of time, whatever the market does, if the market reverses, this area here will be still my buying zone, which is my today's buy entry as well. So basically, that's how I am. Let's just quickly jump to my last pair, which is gold. There we go. I'm running sales on gold. Executed this morning around 7 a.m. There we go. We see this market floating, running perfectly smoothly, done And I see as well here that there is a TP that I did calculate. This is not just the end. There is more. If we can extend, we can extend it. But for now, that's the TP 3268. 3268, that's where this market is flowing to. So that's how I am on gold, running bearish or bears, I would say. There we go, smoothly done, trades running smartly. So right now I have running gold, I have running US30. So that's it for me. Thank you, KG. Thank you, Miles.
So, my brother.
I know Miles is going on here like, oh.
Have you ever had ants in your pants and it's just itching? Gold just absolutely slaughtered. All the TPs hit, moved so fast, we closed 40 pips full position. What an absolute banger.
Hey.
If you saw the analysis, you learned today. You didn't make money because this isn't a signal service, but there she goes, bro. We literally just called, what is this? A 200 pip move.
Hey. The only thing is, Chad, we need to hold this man's
Beautifully
hands.
done.
We need to hold his hand so he actually takes the 200 pips.
Nah.
We need to start getting this boy to actually hold these trades now.
I think if I have to hold 200 I have an anxiety attack.
Hey.
I'm good with my 40, I'm happy, but this was a banger. Absolute banger. Zero drawdown, TP 48 in like, bro, a couple seconds. Like this was a couple of seconds.
Alright, so then I will wrap it up for you guys quickly on what my thoughts are for the day before market open. Let's machine gun this quickly. So DXY, let's start off with that. Why is my pairs not changing? There we go, DXY. So big thing here, guys, is DXY. I am actually looking at, remember I spoke about this being a potential neutral position. Again, we're already at monthly S3. Our weekly pivot was above us. We had the idea of a gap. Now, very, very simple, and same thing what Bonang was saying to you guys, and we always talk about this. If a gap is there, you do need to be aware of it, because yes, a gap has to be closed. There isn't a time limit on when it has to be closed. So for example, we gapped open, literally carried on bearish. The next day, didn't even close the gap. But today, we can see that gap being closed. Weekly pivot was that idea. So once we hit this weekly pivot, this is where we're going to wait to see, do we reject to carry on further back down? Or do we get back above this weekly key level where there we can see the dollar to potentially start making that comeback? So that's hence why we're going to have a bit of a neutral outlook there and seeing the dollar really start to push a bit. Again, we have a big day with all the PMIs coming out. Going over to gold. Gold has been a massive, massive one, guys. Remember we said we are definitely bullish, but already being at a monthly R3. The type of moves this is having, you don't want to always potentially be buying. You want to take awareness. Now, the first thing we spoke about was breaking back under that weekly R2. So we had a monthly R3, break, hold over there, and then this push down, taking out the lows. Weekly R1, same thing. Once you broke, held underneath, that was your gap down. And there you can see potential. That was just a gap close, test, and this thing has melted away. So definitely seeing that shift in structure. Weekly pivot, the same thing that we spoke about. That is obviously a test that came in, and we spoke about 3275, the yearly R1 that can be retested after that breakaway. So you just want to keep your eyes open on that one. Then going over to NASDAQ very quickly for you guys. NASDAQ is breaking around here. So if you see here, guys, two things. We have a gap here to the downside, but again, what we spoke about, there's still a gap here to the top, which is unclosed. So it really gives us a bit of a neutral outlook now, because we can see two things. It potentially has gone to that weekly pivot. It could look to hold support and then continue bullish. Otherwise, that's the option. You can be trading up to go fill that gap. You can trade down to fill this gap and then see what price happens. Does it break further back or does it break bullish? But the way things are going now, we are, as Bonang said to you guys, seeing the buyers make a return. So we're going to see it's in the middle of the week. So this is where we're going to start seeing potential continuations. US30, a bit more on the technical side, we are seeing exactly at that weekly pivot. So big break up, holding the yearly. Now this is a big thing for me, guys. Why? Because we came in here, we tested it. So what does all of this become here? Your fake out. Pulling back over there, holding the structure again at that yearly. If this breaks back above, same thing here, you're going to start aiming for this level over here, because once you have broken back above this daily key level, you also start trading above that psychological 39,000 level. You're then, and we can look for that move back to the yearly pivot. So again, we've always spoke about this, the pivots. This is just on a higher time frame. Support's holding, we're going back to the normal pivot. Pivot holds, where we go in R1, so forth, so forth. So we're just going to see what happens there. Again, there is still the gap here on this one. The gap was closed above, unlike NASDAQ. So this is the only gap that is currently sitting open. We do just want to keep our eyes for that one. But again, we aren't going to write anything off just as yet. The biggest thing for me is with this daily, weekly pivot. If this does hold and we come down for Asia lows, I think you could see that potential move then to break down, just close that gap, and then continue bullish. But if this does hold, we are going to see that big push away to the top side, and we'll see what happens from there. But that's everything, guys. Markets are open. It is round 5. Ding, 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 ding. Fight.
Round 1.
Bro, is your trading view loading?
Yeah.
Mine's not loading.
So let's see what is all going to happen here, guys.
I'm up 10% because of that gold sell. Oh, GG, bro. Well done to you, my man.
Congratulations.
Guys, already 10%.
You must at least take 100 pips. Nah, boys. Nah. It's not how I got here. It's not how I got here. Yeah, my trading view is choked.
Sibo 2G trading. It's in the email, so if you got that email, it's in there. There's something wrong with trading view. My trading view also chalked. Mine is just loading. Trade view indicator makes my trading bug out crazy. Stonks, it's everyone, so it's not the indicator, brother.
Yo, Chad, see what happened was the trade that I took was so powerful. I just choked the whole trading view system. I can't open my trading view. They were like, nah, he's made enough money today. Let's chill. Let's chill.
Imagine.
Well, all the guys are saying they just chalked.
On my side, I'm okay. It's running well.
Hi,
Check
please
it-
send me the
check
partner
this.
code for
Okay.
XM.
We already put it in there, bro. The guys, Mrs. Reed. The EYS indicator.
Yeah. Too much milking going on. Hey, brother, I'm telling you, my man. Telling you. Nah, my trading view is done. He's done.
This is just
Guys, put a W in the chat if you learned from that GJ shorts. Gold shorts. You didn't take it because we don't give you guys trades, but if you took a W by learning, oh damn, okay, MFX side as well. Hey, you guys are killing it on that side, eh?
There's no playing games there, bro.
These guys aren't playing. You took the trade in your head. Hey, brother, that's the most important thing. You sold gold into support. Why, Miles? You see, if you guys were MFX members, you would know how I trade. But clear setup, though. Very, very clear setup.
Okay, Sibo, I'm gonna go back to it. Do you have the email?
But simple. Closure beneath QP. Retest of QP. Rebreak of 5-minute support. With your bearish structure on the 30. It's a no-brainer. I learned I need to come early to share. Guys, the nice thing is we have simultaneously MFX zoom on the side here, so they see the screen permanently. So they saw that run right before their eyes. I caught early gold sell, managed to get 170. Oh, nice, Jordan.
Pumi. Alright.
I don't know how you do it with the tight trades, Miles. Mad respect for that. I would be shaking in my boots. To be honest, I think the way I trade is easier than holding. Personally, like I would be more shaky in my boots if I have money floating and I'm holding 200 plus pips and you're waiting like the whole day. So mad respect for the people that hold positions. I mean, I used to be a swing trader, so I can definitely do it, but my emotions is everywhere. Compared to now it's different. I think it just comes with your experience and knowing where your almost like your faith is within your strategy, man, you know? It's way easier. MFX way to hold could never be me. Yeah, I know. My main art is compounding, guys. There's nothing wrong with holding your trades at all, but just for me personally, the way I trade, I believe in compounding. We've just been very blessed this past month that we've been getting such large moves, but that's probably just market adaptation. Yeah, just adapting to markets, man, because it would be very silly for me to take 10 in these sort of market conditions. It makes zero sense when 10 pips is like a second worth of trading, if you know what I mean. I mean, that 200 odd pips ran in less than 5 minutes. So in those conditions, it's silly for me to, yeah. I'm not going to say the name, but there's some people that want to prove a point by taking losses because they want to say that, let's say the strategy, let's say this strategy is called marshmallow egg. Whose marshmallow is this?
I don't know.
So someone left the marshmallow for Keegan. So there's a marshmallow egg on the table, and let's just say this is the strategy. It's called the marshmallow strategy, and this strategy requires you to always take 30 pips, right? And it works, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's 100% awesome, great strategy, right? But here's the thing. Because that person's trying to sell you something, they deliberately stick to the marshmallow strategy even when there's times for adaptation. Meaning, if there's 30 pips on the table, right, but the market conditions have changed where it's always going to give you 100 pips, but they don't want to change because they're trying to sell you this. If you guys can follow who I'm talking about, awesome. If not, doesn't matter. That's not really traders, man. As a trader, you need to be able to adapt to market conditions at all times, and this is what I've done in this specific time period. I'm not changing the 10 is 10. I never will. That's what got me to where I am today. But in market conditions like this past 2 months, and if we look at data going back for me personally for the past 8 years, always around this time is where we see high volume. Your April months into your July, even up until September, there's large market movements. So I take advantage of it. So it's not that I'm changing strategy, it's just that I'm allowing the market to provide me with more. So I'll absorb the 20, 30, 40 pips. On a good day, 60 pips. It's not that I'm changing anything. But
Yeah.
I'm not going to now, it's been giving me 100 pips. Let me change the strategy to 100 pips. It's not. I'm not doing that. But it's part of being a trader, boys. It's your biggest thing as a trader is being able to adapt. Not changing strategy. Do not change strategy, but just learn how to adapt. April was your best month last year with, it was 740 odd pips. This month so far, we're just over 500 pips. So, like I told my students, it just weirdly happens to be that April is one of my best months every year. And it's not because of me, it's not none of that. It's just because of conditions of the market. I'm a fanboy of MFX all the way. Hey, brother, we a fanboy of you. Thank you for all your support. It's yours, Miles. Really? Can't be. Who brought me an Easter egg?
I have no clue, bro. I have no clue where the Easter eggs are coming from.
So there really is an Easter egg, buddy.
Zimkulu says, Prophet Bonang, I think both NAS and US30 will gap, will cover the gap before the long. Yeah, but let's see how it plays.
I agree with Keegan, and it's not that matter. I agree with Keegan and Bonang. Gaps must close, but it's not to say that it has to close before a certain time or anything like that. It can close. Shit, there's been gaps and it's been open for months, you know?
Yeah, they can close whenever they want.
Sometimes this gap, they appear to be a trap. Huh? You sell
100%.
looking for that gap,
Yeah,
and it doesn't happen.
yeah, 100%.
Just quickly jump into my chart. Let me show you.
There we go, my brother.
Like I said in the morning, that this year is a tough call. Looking at how, just look at this. It's just like if we forget the rest, we are just trading these candles here right now, just here. So at this point of time, market is not going to respect the, I would say, anyone. One would be like, what pattern are we trading right now here? It's not going to be an easy issue. But then the fact that there is a high here, this high here, it's something that has to be always, like, for example, if I'm buying there, that's why I said I would rather accommodate the fact that this here will be my stop loss. I wouldn't want to widen my stop loss in that gap, because I don't know what happens here, who is sitting here with how much order within this gap. If he hits that order, his order is triggered, you'll find out that this guy may sell this market off very hard from this gap. So I'd rather target to at least minimize my loss there, if in terms of any risk whatsoever. But that doesn't mean that I can't try and look for my take profit to be hit, because remember, I told you from the market closure we opened with a gap, and currently the market will be running like this. So as the market goes up and down like zigzag, up, then down, then and then, so that would be something that one would want to look for at this particular time. It's a very tough call to make, but you have to make it because you have got no choice. But if I sell here, I'm not comfortable, because my mathematics are telling me that we are coming here. So selling, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to say, okay, I'll force this market to come back here, but then the market says, no, my brother, I'm coming here. So what will I do? I'd rather look for my direction and never go against my direction. That's how I trade. So if my direction is bullish, I'm going to look for buys. No matter what happens, even if the market comes back here, I'm just going to be looking for buys until the following day. That's how I trade this market. So I'm not going to think we have to cover the gap. I just know we have to hit the take profit. That's where we are headed. So as for gold, I just want to show you the same thing on NASDAQ. Similar with NASDAQ, you can see that this market here is in another broker. When I opened, because I trade a lot of brokers, there is no gap here in other brokers. There's no gap. It's just a very long 4-hour candle. So, but on this one, they will say there's a gap. Then what do? You want to sell, and then you want to run after that gap. Then boom, that market hits you hard. So let me just sit on that buy and relax, see how this market plays out.
Miles, you're a legend, short brother. Miles, we're fighting for our country today. Maybe tonight, bro. What? No, it's Wednesday for me, so, bro, you should know this. We have bootcamp. Not bootcamp. Webinar at 7. But after that, if the war is still going on, we will definitely join our country. I know Regan and Connor will be there to fight for South Africa as well. Don't predict, react. 100%. I always say, don't trade with you think, trade with what you see. Chad, my trading view is dead. Nah, he's gone.
Still
Gone, bro. I can't get it up. Nah, trading. Is anybody else experiencing trading view issues? There was a question. Yo, Miles, were you still going for tennis 10 when you were still trading small accounts? 100%. Like I said, guys, I started with the perfect word I unfortunately can't say on stream, but let's say nothing to keep it PG. But I started with nothing, growing these small accounts, compounding them, and the methodology was tennis 10. That is what got me to this point, and that's what will continue to drive me. I mean, the tennis 10 method got me to a 6-figure standpoint within my accounts, so I will continue to do that until I die. But like I said, adaptation is very important. It's silly for me to take 10 pips now when the increments of gold is so large. Do you understand? So it's just adaptation. But yeah, the way I trade works on any pair, any session, any time frame, anything. It works. It's a banger. So far for April, we look at a 97% win rate. We've lost one trade this whole month. I think now it should be out of 17 trades. Once again, we are on a win streak again. Yeah. Update trading view, bro. My trading view is dead.
Yeah, mine's slowly working again. Yeah, all my players.
Bro, I've exited. I've came in. I've done everything. Yeah. Trading view is blank. Same. Open a link on XM yesterday with your link. Not my link. That will be Keeks and Chris's. Put in $100 and still $900. Damn, bro. You made $800 in a day. You are definitely full porting. you are definitely full porting, my G. But GG's to you, brother. Well, I'm very happy that I paid off for you, my brother. That, if I'm not mistaken, that just shows you the power of trade for you. They hit me up in the arms.
I'm saying mine now. Check if it works.
Looks like the free one is down. Hey, so it's probably for us brokies, bro.
Do you still have the free one?
Yeah. Yeah. Is yours down? Is yours down?
No.
Oh, that's why, guys.
Like why?
It's cause I don't have any money, so I haven't. You know, it's not working. I didn't know that was the thing. Let me upgrade this thing quickly. I didn't even know that was a thing that makes a difference. Okay, Chad, let me just buy trading view quickly.
Yeah, the
Ooh.
free one is down. I'm
GJ.
worried.
The problem, Miles, you're not using.
Hey, there we go.
Bro. I'm telling you, man. I need someone to iron out my crinkles.
Yeah, mine's fine. You pay for what you get.
Okay, let me outdo you, brokies, quickly. Brother, guys, that GJ looks good. My only thing is, rather wait for closure beneath the level. Once it closed beneath the level, we can do it on the re-break of that low. Looks nice. Mine works and I'm not paid. Okay, I don't know, bro. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, guys. My MT5 still works, so I'm not paying for trading view.
Yeah.
And the guys refuse. They will not pay for trading view.
They don't want.
Yeah, for me, like, like, even this is my. What you know what I'm trying to say? This is my thing. If you just trading it on one screen or two screens, you don't need, and you're not using many indicators, you don't need the paid version.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you're trading, okay, there it's back. No, never mind, it's not back. If you're trading like myself, one chart, no indicators, you don't need the
No,
paid
you
version.
don't need it.
You don't need
Yeah,
it.
for me, the reason why I paid for this thing is because of the adverts that keep on popping up. I was like, hey, they're going to be selling their stuff here on the screen. So
Just use ad blocker, bro. It's for free.
yeah, ne?
Ad blocker is for free.
Okay, I will check it. out. I was like, nah, I cannot keep on canceling every day.
But guys, there we go. Okay, she is 15 close beneath on GJ. Simply looking for the re-break of the 15 low for price to then continue further down there. If you can just pan over to me, Keeks, it's give these guys some more bread and butter quickly.
Going at it again, Chad.
So set up something like this. 15 as close beneath. I don't mind waiting for the 30, but this is the idea overall. Targeting that 10 pips. Obviously, you see now, here's the difference. Look at 10 pips on GJ, and then look at 10 pips on gold quickly. Let me just get a random bar here, just so you can see how it looks. Do you see the difference? You it's ridiculous, bro. That's 10 pips on gold. Look at 10 pips on GJ. Do you see the difference? So for me personally, that's why I'm saying adaptation is key on gold at the moment. We are milking. GJ stays the same. I'm not changing anything. So here's the thing. Flip on GJ right now. 10 pip target with the overall level being at 188,317. 18 pips. That's what you pretty much want. If you can break that level of support, you're then looking for the drive down for 70 pips to fill that LTA on the left hand side. But yeah, this will be primary right now. There's your TP. There's your TP2. How you want to play it, you play it obviously. Once again, this is not me telling you to take the trades. This is not financial advice. It's purely just my way of trading, okay?
Yeah, I'll put gold on for you guys now, Chad.
Okay, here we go, boys and gals. If the flip happens, that's gonna be.
Yeah, so I'll share it now for you guys. We'll just see if Miles thing plays out, then I'll put trade for you gold on. How's James? How can I get? How's James Keeks? How can I get in touch with you? Instagram, probably the best, brother. Gold ranges doesn't even seem real. But the funny thing is volatility is going down. Alright.
Let's see. You know what, Chad? I'm actually gonna go ahead and put some sell stops here. Even if this pulls up to be a type 5, I'm fine with that as well. Is this a new playlist?
I don't know.
I don't think I've heard this song before.
Miles taking another trade. Sheesh.
No, guys. I don't think you guys have ears. Definitely not using your EARS. So I take one trade a day and I'm done if I've won the first one. But I'll continue calling positions for you guys because that's just how much I love you. And I'll give you the pre-education. You know what I mean? But if you don't want free education, by all means, tell me and I won't share more trades. It's no problem with me. What's up, Joe? I'm not paying in mine works just now. You're paying still. Yeah, no, 100% Guyana. Nah, look, it's not needed, boys. If you're not running indicators and you're not running multiple screens, like flipping 10 different screens, you don't need it, bro. So one of two things here, we either get treated, well, I need to word differently. Not we, me. Either gets triggered in here, or you wait for that weak bullish close, rebreak of the low, type 5. Because that will also provide you with a 30 close beneath the level. But she is setting up. Well, that's set up already. It's just a matter of waiting for that last little entry criteria.
Yeah, guys, I know you guys are still waiting for the trade for you gold. There's nothing happening at the moment, so don't worry. I am watching it. When Miles is done on that side, I'll put it on, but there's nothing you guys are missing.
You can throw it over quickly.
Just so you guys can see. It is, but as I said, yeah, nothing you guys are missing out on. No trades being given yet.
Oh shit, mine just choked itself.
So we're still just waiting, yeah. We'll see what's gonna happen.
Miles, Euro news coming. Good. We need the volume. Good, good, good. Guys, you should know by now, I'm not phased with news. Is trade review gerook or am I? Probably both. Awesome, Carl. Awesome. Sort it out, brother. Oh shit, man. Got. Okay, you up already. Well done, brother. Well done, well done. I'm telling you, bro. And I have the blue marks on my back to prove it from paintball the weekend. We're not scared. Nee, ek baie is nie bro nie. Ek staan kapperdien met die nommer. Altyd. Yes, Prophet Bonang did take Nas longs, if I'm not mistaken, brother.
US 30.
Oh, US 30 longs. Bonang shirt looking extra silky smooth today, like his trades.
Thank you. All right, Pablo King. Can I show him something? Maybe he's concerned about NASDAQ. Let me just. I am on NAS. All right, Pablo. This is how I am on NAS, and I hope this will also help you. So basically, let's quickly jump there. NAS, yeah. Before the market closure, we got our entry here, and then the market opened with the gap, currently running towards our TP. And then I said I can't add any trade right now, simply because I'm almost done with this trade. So if I'm to enter a trade here, I'm just risking myself. And looking at the fact that there's a gap here, and also there's a TP not done there. So if I'm to enter a trade, for me, it's just going to be that kind of a thing where I'm wasting my time and energy. So what will I do now? I'll just watch this price and break even. Obviously, we have trades that have been running. I took a break even there. And then what do I do here? I wait to see if price is going to tap into my TP. Then I'll be shifting my stop loss, moving with it, because I forecast that it may go. But then before the New York opening session, I'll also still observe this price, looking at that we're only having these candles here, nothing else. So what will I do? I'll just observe this price and see if we're not going to have a long, because I think with the kind of market structure as it is during New York session, we are likely going to see a very long candle. It may be bullish, it may be bearish. So I'm just going to monitor this price. One would rather wait and see if price is going to close this gap and then push up, or price will never come back down here. Basically, that's how NASDAQ is. So we just left it like that. And then we are on US 30, called a tough trade. That's the one that we are in currently. If it happens that this market slices us, it will hit our tight stop loss. This is the day where I had to put a stop loss because of the kind of the market structure as it is. Not comfortable, but it is what it is.
There you have it. I must say, it's the only thing for me when there's news coming out, like everything's a bit slow now because they all waiting for the news.
Bonang, how many hours do you spend on charts daily? How many hours do you spend on chart daily? It depends. When I have executed my trade, I don't need to be on chart. But roughly, I'm not a busy person. So I'm always, my screen is big. I sit on my couch. I'll be seeing what is happening. So usually, I'm always there. Even in the AMs, I'm always there.
Hey.
Big man thing. Big man thing. Chad, 30 close, 15 close, also perfect. 30 beneath the level. Looking for that flip of the 15, break of the lows to give us that type 5.
I see everything's frozen again.
Yeah, it's frozen.
You still in the free version?
Yeah, I'm still They're taking the piss on me today. How awesome is it that Savannah plays when stream gets choked? This is what Savannah does. Chris needs to remove the song. Chris, I don't know if you're in the chat, but if you are, we need to get rid of Savannah. For me, the golf is frozen on TradingView. Bruh, normally just check your spark plugs. It could be the spark plugs on the golf, but if it's raining outside and rain gets on your distributor, it could be that as well. So just dry off your dizzy and then you should be good to go, brother.
Our enemies are succeeding. They will never succeed.
Never.
They will never succeed.
Yeah, bro. Hey, man, we have my first golf was a tough one. I had to drive with all 4 windows open because the heat of the engine would come through the firewall. It was a tough time.
Hey. Did you have a golfie?
Yeah, bro. I had 5 golfs, 6 golfs. I had 6 golfs, bro. I went through to the golfs.
I never got that all like craze about them.
I love it. Till this day, bro, I'm a mad dude for a gola. I love a golf. My dream build, which I will definitely do one day, is still like a ABF 16 valve, black in a golf, throttles. That's all about. Miles, that guys, because I had a golf, that's how I learned to become a gentleman. All the girls thought, yo, this guy's such a gentleman, he's opening the doors for me. I'm like, nah, baby girl. The doors handles don't work. That's why I have to do it. I'd still buy R-Line. Bro, yo, if you can find one now. Even a CTI as well, they're like hen's teeth. I actually saw one the other day. Definitely was running cam, because you could hear it.
Yo, a dream project build.
I've had 4 golfs. Each was worse than the next. I used to. So it's just the golf.
If I have to say
Struggles.
dream project builds, Mark IV Supra.
That's definitely.
R34 is
out
a
there.
dream car, but I wouldn't touch it. The Supra though, hey bro, you wanna sit there, 2-step that thing.
That is up there definitely for sure. Miles against Summer C is a golf. What does that mean, bro?
Also got a nice job for sale and it's super neat. I have a Golf built one with ABF 16 valve turbo and my first flash
Guys, that cell stops on GJ is definitely going to be removed. It is pushing up quite a bit. I've had my flat screen. Bro, that's the way. If you didn't use a flat screen screwdriver to hold the window, you can definitely use a peg as well. A peg will definitely work. 1/2 of a peg.
a pig.
Yeah. Yeah. Tough times, dog. If that window keeps falling down, put half a peg there, boom.
Hey, Kicks, what happens if, let's say, TradingView closes down? How are we going to be doing this?
Right, so you say that. When was it, Chad? When was it? Like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Chris and myself, we still said sorry we were late for stream. Our TradingView wasn't working, and Chris and myself literally were sitting there saying like, "What do we do if TradingView doesn't work? If TradingView crashes, like, how do we trade?" It's crazy when you think of it, how much we need TradingView now.
We rely on it a lot.
Like,
Yeah,
I know-
also, I think also these guys who are doing the, or maybe MT5, MT4, they have to just have these things where we can put these lines, the ones that we put long and short, you know, that kind of a thing, just to advance their thing.
Look, I'm not going to lie. C-Trade is pretty decent. I don't know if you used C-Trade before.
I've used it, but it's actually so confusing. But they definitely did go that approach. I think it was Brian back in the day. We had this conversation on it. It's like, it's not bad, but they've basically built a platform to have your MetaTrader and TradingView in one.
In one, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think C-Trade is pretty dope. On the real though, Chad, what's a good first car? 2 things. Depends on your budget. And then obviously for me, I'm always going to tell somebody to buy the most shittest car for their first car. Because that's how you learn to appreciate stuff. So, koop your Golfie.
DJ Coach, 1 minute strat. Buy and sell stop on MT4, no analysis needed. DJ Williams was like a project.
Someone says we'll go to MT5 and analyze there. Yeah, what can we do? We won't have a choice.
I MetaTrader analysis, bro. Can't stand it.
Sure.
Plus, then you go through broker manipulation as well. Because they change how
Yeah.
that chart looks.
Even the price, they give you a different feed.
First thing every golf fan was a sound. Bro, I actually disagree. I feel like the first thing every golf owner buys is a cone filter.
Yeah, I'd say that as well.
That's the first thing I did, bro. Put a cone filter. Actually, I'm lying. I never had money for a cone filter, so I took the airbox off and I put my mother's swirl coast on so it doesn't get dirt in.
Did you also own an E90, Miles? Did you own an E90?
Wait a minute. Because I
Cyril, fourth last message.
did you? Yeah. Back in the day, I had a E90 that actually went viral on all social platforms. It was a black one. Good news. You'll check it out. We won OTF 2015 with that car as well at the Ikejet hangar. That car was mad.
I just took the air filter out and it sounded sick until the car broke.
Nice. Nice. Guys, I'm telling you, if you want that sound but you can't afford it, take your tiny swirlcos, wrap it around the intake manifold and you'll be good. It'll keep it out and it'll sound like also. But I think the best thing now is a PVC pipe with a swirlcos. First thing I bought was Polo Classic Duanos because they actually a nice clean fit over it. Fierceville, that was hectic times, hectic times. Why that specific question, Cyril? I had another E90, a super clean one recently. Bro, that thing was. I don't think I'll ever find such a clean one ever again. It looked like it came out of the factory. Silver one, super clean. For me personally, I love high-end cars. I love it, don't get me wrong. But because I'm a car enthusiast, I take pride and I look into like many different things, man. I don't look for the most expensive car. I look for how the car drives, all that stuff.
Hey, Jordan, I'm not going to argue with you there.
No Java is a big source in Subaru. Guys, Keegan's Subi was so loud. There was an auntie on Facebook that made a Facebook complaint against it. I'll take trading advice from Miles, but not modifying this. Guys, honestly, if I didn't fall into trading, I was going to be a mechanical engineer. So I promise you, anything car-wise or vehicle-wise, I'll set you up like that.
My first car was a yellow Beetle for 10k. Brakes would randomly work, but it was worth the risk. Ended my journey where my brakes failed and had to choose a tree or a car to crash into down cliff.
Oh shoot, brother! At that time, you use compression, bro. Gear down. Even if you must blow the motor, it will save you.
CB's like 3 things: big wings, big pipes, and head gaskets. Well, Neil, you know the funny thing is that on my car, when I blew the motor, I blew that whole thing up. I never blew a head gasket. Like everything else went. That was the joys. The full rebuild was, I think, just under 90. It's those big exhaust pipes for what? I don't know. If I remember, the engine, I think, was just under 60. And then 30k, the extra 30k was like we redid everything. I mean, we redid every single pipe in that car, valve, everything. So, like, it was super clean when we got it back. Keep a project now, hey, with all this talk. That was very key. No, bro, so I said I was always waiting for the head gasket. Like, I was prepared for it and never went. Program in P, I feel like once a month I saw a beetle on fire in Cape Road.
Hi guys, how do I resubscribe? Just click the subscribe button. While we're at it, guys, if you haven't, if you may be here for the first time, hit that subscribe button on YouTube and let's drop a like.
Carl, but you go to it and that's the thing. I mean, I had lots of fun with that car. We had Gymkhana days, took it to the track, we had track days with it. And again, going back to this, the first time Chris and myself technically met, we were busy racing in Mexico. It was a good time. I want a JDM old school Porsche. Ooh. No, we're talking. Yes. Josh, if you want to resubscribe for 2Gs, you just basically go to the website and you just repurchase a membership. I was on a box shaped BMW. That's all 3C3. I'm surprised you haven't had a boxy yet.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm more like a. Nah, I like all cars, but I'm more German. But I don't think I'd own a boxy, but I'd definitely like to drive. Maybe it's because I haven't driven one, that I haven't like had a taste of that sort of life. Yazid, we're looking for the same thing, bro. It's very hard to find. I've been looking for that.
So guys, that's when you had the M340. No, they are. Those cars are mal.
My only thing for me, I can't stand a V8 swapped E30. That for me, that's a sin. You leave that straight 6 in the E30 all day. You don't change it. Unless you may be doing VQ, then maybe, but not V8. I want to hear the dictator in a E30.
I must say it's a build. I think a lot of guys have done it now, but I must say that it actually goes so well together. Is the GR86s and the guys GJZ swapped them.
Love it.
It's literally a mini Supra.
Love it, bro.
They
Absolutely
are. It's
love it.
so good.
I love it. Yeah,
Vanang is definitely not into cars, just making one.
Bonang, if you to buy any car, what car would it be?
If I'm to buy any car, I think at this point of time I would go for. There's a car that I saw recently. It's a Sav Toyota, but it's called Zahara something kind of. Yeah, that's the car that I would go for.
Alright.
Wait, say again.
Zahara, something like Zahara.
What causes?
A Toyota.
Oh,
Yeah, Toyota Zahara. Just let me check it here on the internet.
Toyota Zahara.
Yeah, something like that.
Can't be.
Is it Sahara or Zahara? Just Sahara. Check it.
Is the F80 M3 a shitty first car, Miles? Definitely. That's an awesome car, but for a first car, definitely not. You'll kill yourself. I can guarantee you that, bro.
Chad, since we're talking about dream cars, we should talk about trading capital. You can't be trading with 50k and bought a car of 300k cash. Your capital should be more than your car. Yeah, I agree with that. Your car and all those things should be at least 30% of your salary, your income. Blew the bottom end of your mine. Get this place of a call. Just want to eat it. F80 M3
Yeah.
actually first car. Wow.
It's here. Can I show you?
Yeah, sure.
He's dating my auntie.
This one here.
Oh,
This one.
I have seen that. Okay.
That's the one that I want. It's a ZX something like that. This
Ah,
one.
it's the Land Cruiser.
Land Cruiser. They are nice.
Yeah, that's the one.
Very nice. Very nice
Yeah.
fuel consumption as well.
Yo.
Just get ready for fuel consumption. But you know what
Yeah.
I love? Just
But then I will open more lot size. There's nothing I can do. More lot size.
Yeah, they're brainstorming about the Land Cruiser 300 series.
How is your audio?
Nah, audio is good, brother.
Perfect.
ooh. MFX members, do you see what I see on GJ?
Interesting working again.
Yeah, she's submitting now. I spy with my little eye.
You finally upgrade.
Yeah. Something beginning with a TP. Do you see that? Possible GJ Longs Type 2 lined up now after 15 close above. We are looking for the break of 188,900. Be 188,924 TP10 filling into that range high, and then your stop of 30 pips.
Alright, guys, there you have it. That is what Mr. Miles is looking at the moment.
So the understanding is that you've closed out of the area over there. Close back above resistance. Here's your retest. Break of the high. That's a long time. If it doesn't do so, obviously it wouldn't be, but this would be the current idea. GJ Type 2. Yes, GJ Type 2, sir. Good eyes, good ears. So this no longer becomes a no. When does the area that is a no trade range not become a no trade range anymore? Can anybody answer me that question? So as we jumped on the stream, this was a no trade range, but now all of a sudden I can trade in it. Why? There's your clue right there. Let's make it yellow. Close back in the range, 100%.
Yes, and it's to make it a bulletproof. We'll put bulletproof. Yeah, the chill guy FX. Thanks. Yeah, that's the car that I'm talking about. That's the one. It's my dream car. That's why I have to get it before June. I have to get it. I have to get it. And then I will have a driver. One of you guys must just choose to be my driver. I will be giving you signals. Don't worry. One of you on the chat here should just be my driver. Every day you are here.
Bro, you see that thing where it was like a little meme thing, and it was like the girlfriend messages her boyfriend, just like, hey, I need could you maybe help me out? There's this nice bag I want to buy. And he's like, yo, no problem. You remember that app I installed in your phone, that MT5? And she's like, yeah. She's like, okay, sell gold now. TP this. So, and she's like, what? He's like, thank me later. But I'm gonna give you my CV to be your driver.
Off the chat, give me the PDFs. Guys, I'll be back now.
Pushing up very well on US 30 there. Let's see how this thing goes. Quite a slow market, but we may see some good returns here. Yes, guys, don't worry. As soon as it's here, I think around 3 June, that will be my birthday. I have to celebrate myself with that one. Then I'll start to send out. I'll put a post. In mid-round, my brother. So, all right, I will appreciate the free signals in return for the driving services. Wonderful. No problem. No problem.
I can be a driver and chef.
Driver and chef. The thing is, me and food, we are chef is what the one who cooks food, right?
Yeah.
Me and food, we are not friends.
Hey bro, TGs and Bonang will have my CV. Let's see. Alright guys, while Miles is waiting, Bonang is in. He's running very, very nicely there.
It must give us something. It's pushing very well.
Let's see what's happening. I think we actually also have some news coming out soon now to bring some volume again.
Perfect.
Euro PMI in 9 minutes.
Perfect.
Why did you stop trading London geeks? Purely just because I noticed all my profitability was in New York. Obviously, I'm very focused on USD and those pairs. And the way I trade them, I trade when they have volume and they're quite volatile. As I always say to people, for someone, the way I trade, I embrace the volatility. And it just works out that way. So I've just gone back on it, and it's almost like every time I trade USD or something in London, I take losses. So best solution, stop trading it in London. As I said, I think this goes back to what someone was asking me yesterday about trading, and we have to overtrade and those things, and that's exactly the point. I'm not greedy, I'm not doing what I need to do. I don't have to catch every single little trade I possibly can. I know what I'm there for. I know the percentage I want to make on the day, what I need to have it on my side as a profitable day, and I take that and I'm out. Very similar to, in a way, if you want to call it the psychology of Miles. He has his 10, he takes his 10 and he's done. Trading view looks to be back. Okay.
Seems like it.
The fact Miles can see his charts, you know it's back.
Yeah. We are moving. Hey, but I see your trade still running nicely.
Yes.
That thing's great now, bro.
Smoothly. We want to see what 10 o'clock is for us. In a few minutes from now, then we decide on what to do. But we have taken a decision to win again.
Let's
Here we go.
let's do it. Let's do it. Let's win. Let's win.
Yes.
I wish I can cancel the paid version.
Beautifully done. So if a person can make 10K per day, it's good money by the end of the year.
Exactly.
That idea on GJ, I wouldn't act on it. It's pulling too far back in the candle. Rather wait for your 30 close. Rather wait for that close. Trade for you. Let's see. Is trade for you doing anything for the people?
No, nothing yet.
Not yet.
Thinking about soon, but not yet.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to do it for the buys. Okay, and then on GJ, I'll wait for 10 o'clock to to let you
Yeah,
guys know
5
what's up.
minutes to go. 5 minutes to go.
Let's see if this news can bring some volume here for the chat. But you have the iron now. Yeah, even then, it's, as I said, there's no. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of a post on it. As I say, there's a difference. As I said to people yesterday, like you can keep on trading and trading and trading, and that's the thing. If you get to a point where you're never satisfied, that's when you're never going to find peace or something. You're never going to find happiness. You're never going to find, because you're always going to be chasing something. I've got a point where I'm happy and I'm comfortable, and I've got a point where after this, like, then I know I'm making my extra, and even then my extra, I'm happy with that. At that point I can say, listen, things are going well, take a trade a day, let it do what it does, whatever the case is, and see what happens. So yeah, that's just the outlook now. There's the same volumes are back in the market. Look at that, buys playing out. Yeah, it's coming out nicely now. What ticker is this? What do you mean? True brother, as I said, you'd make a good train psychologist. Appreciate it, bro. Let's see, a few more minutes, 2 minutes left, and then we'll see if gold and USD get that little boost. A little booster shot here. Euro PMI coming out. Let's see. Yo, Keeks, I haven't joined any firms yet because I've been too busy with work. I'm on vacation now for the next 2 months. How do I sign up to the 2Gs? Gareth, everything is on the website. So if you want to be joining 2Gs, that's all through there. You can do your Project G membership. And then obviously prop firms, that's all up to you. Obviously, we do highly recommend Vols Thunder. You will get the discount codes and all that there. But yeah, there is all the links for everything there if you want to sign up. Let's see, 30 seconds. Let's see if it gives us that nice little push, or if this volume does anything for us. Rand question, do you use TradingView app or Google on PC? My PC doesn't want to open. We're on PC. Let's see. Okay. Euro PMI. I don't know why it says it's still coming out in 15 seconds.
Right. New candy or Banter. Okay.
Okay, so Flash manufacturing, they saw an inch of an increase. Services, a bit of a drop off. Alright. Nothing to write home about. I think a lot of these pairs are really going to start to find their strides a little later on. Miles, did you lamp taking the GJ trade?
No.
It's still not activated.
Yeah, no, nothing's happening. It closed beneath the level, so it's null and void. No trade there.
Pushing up very well there. Very well. Very well. I love it.
Hey, Chad. You guys are just fed again today.
It's massive there. Must never look back.
Definitely a new playlist.
Nah, this is the same one. There's definitely the same one. I've heard this Jingle
What's
Bells
the name of the
songs.
song playing?
This is Jingle Bells, bro.
Suburban Cradles.
Make believe Jingle Bells.
That's what it's telling me over here. No, the song before this. Okay, well, the song before this was Ping Pong Party. Whatever.
Ping Pong Party.
On the gold, guys, please. Ryan, there's nothing happening on gold, my brother. I will show you, but there's literally nothing. Nothing's happened.
Cruising nice. Cruising nice.
And again, none of us are trading NAS at the moment. We are, Budang is in US 30. That's there.
Now, as we left it, I think we discussed that. Is he late?
Yeah, he must be late.
Guys, there's this magic tool that YouTube provides you with called the rewind button. If you miss anything, just rewind.
US 30 and NAS move similar, correct? Yeah, similar, but they don't always have to be identical. They can move out of sync. Just rewind and then enter.
Hey, Jordan.
No one is sending the W's. 18. You are there now. Where are you? That's a W there, guys.
Chad, that thing's running very comfortably there.
Perfect. See now. This one, I'm still thinking of what to gift him. This one is a good person. He's a very good person. I will send you e-wallet for 200. 80, 200 rand for you. Guys, this is smooth. Very smooth.
Smooth.
Yes. I wish I was just like you, Miles, where I just go there, 10 peeps, I am out.
You're done, bro.
But for me, I'm comfortable with holding for too long. I don't have any stress. You know, because I run a lot of accounts. So if I'm to close quickly this and that, imagine I have to, it will be disaster because others are still challenges, others are funded, this and that.
Jordan.
Sending e-wallets for traffics. Tariffs, is it traffics or tariffs? I used to tariffs. Yeah, I have to give that man 200. Yeah, I don't know what he buys. It's up to him. Can buy whatever. It's up to him. Always be on the 2G stream, guys. You may be that blessed individual picked from nowhere to the top.
You guys are hearing it there, Chad.
You just text me on WhatsApp and then I'll do, even now, who is this, 18, something like that, so that I don't forget you at all. So this trade is gonna run like that. I don't know if we should wait for it or what. Kicks, what do you think?
Nah, if you done for the session, brother, we can finish up there. Miles,
Yeah,
I know
me.
Miles is done.
Yeah, Miles, do you have anything?
You have anything there, Miles?
No, bro. I'm done for today. We've sliced the chicken today.
Hey, there
Yeah.
we go.
Perfect. So what I'm going to say, somebody's asking, what is your personal take on NASDAQ? Just rewind. If you rewind, you understand what I say. I don't think I would need to repeat it. It's there, right, on this thing. And then as for US 30, that's a good move, a good push to the up. If you were with me there, what you do, you just break even just to lock in, move your stop loss to the entry and stay there, and let's see how far that market would go. And there's an individual who had asked if what is my take profit. Definitely it's open. It's open. That's what I can say. My take profit is open. It may continue going up all the way, so I'll be shifting my stop loss with it. And remember, this is not just my first entry, guys. I have an entry from this level, opened on a gap, still moving very well, cruising nicely. So that's how I am going to be. It may take us some hours before we get to the TP, but definitely we are going to reach there. That's all for me, and thanks to everyone for showing me love, and thanks Kicks, and thanks Miles. I was thinking to fly in there this Friday. I don't know how is your schedule that side, and we trade live from that side as well. But thank you so much.
Yeah, no, Padang, we'll chat. I think I'm free. I'm just double check what Chris's schedule's like. But no, we'll chat. Definitely we can do something like that. But yeah, thanks to the gents. Chat, thanks to all of you guys as always for being here, always showing the support. You guys are eating this week. You guys definitely can't complain. But we're going to see you guys a little later on for New York session. So trade safe. Don't do anything stupid. Don't go throwing those profits back into the market. And we'll see you all a little later on. Peace and love, Chad. And we'll see you guys later. Cheers, cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Salute.
Cheers, Balang.
Salute. Thank you.
Now we got it, me royalty. Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it out tonight. We gonna let it out tonight. We gonna let it out just like the sunrise. We gonna let it out. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it out tonight. We gonna let it out tonight. We gonna let it out just like the sunrise. We gonna let it out.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
to lose control. There's a fire in my bones. My sight gets blurry, pushing back the tears. Should take a leap of faith and face my fear. I blame it on the voices that are in my head, wondering if they'll ever be put to bed. Feels like I am close to reaching my wit's end. Holding out, but I'm about to blow it up like a volcano. Like a volcano. Blow it up like a volcano. What you do, what you do, what you do to me? Can't you see what it means when you set me free? What you do, what you do, what you do to me? Can't you see what it means when you set me free?
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude.